All right, here we go. Hey everyone, this is John from Chaotic Commander, and welcome to a very, hopefully short and special birthday stream. So tonight we are all playing precon-ish level decks. Most of us are playing precons. Dell is playing a garbage deck led by an uncard, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to be playing Stella Lee Wildcard. It's the first time playing this deck. I just finished leaving it before we started. But yeah, so hopefully cast a lot of spells, copy a lot of spells, and I'm not sure how I'm supposed to win, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Next up, we do have Dell.
Hey guys, I am Dell, aka The Delicious God. You can find me at YouTube and Twitter at The Delicious God. These folks would kind enough to let me play my silver border commander. It's Rainbow Dash, but I had homebrew deck tech. Does really sweet Photoshop altars. I'll tag him later in the post. But he made it fun, so it gets a little cooler every time I attack something with haste. And when I'm at 100% cool, I can add Wooburg with tapping them, and it resets my coolness. This is my garbage deck. It's all memey, jokey cards, some of the worst cards in Magic. The Unskilled Commander got me this really sweet dumpster deck box for it. It is one of my pet decks and one of my worst decks, but it's a lot of fun to play against, lower power, and by the end of the game, people forget that I'm still here. I try to win, and that has been me.
All right, awesome. Excited to see all the jank. But next up, we have Professor Jim.
All right, how you guys doing? I'm Professor Jim. I write guides for Magic and Pokemon and other trading card games over at thegamer.com. I also do just a little bit of streaming and make generally really silly decks. Now, I was told not to bring one of my silly decks in today. So what I've actually got is one of my wife's precons that I bought her for her anniversary, well, for our anniversary. So we're going to see if Sam can cook up enough breakfast and second breakfast and 11 C's and so on for Frodo to get up to Mount Doom and win this game.
Awesome. I've played against this deck a few times, and it always does scary things. Last and definitely not least, we have Corey.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Corey. I guess if we're plugging things, you can find me on Twitter or on a podcast I host once a week with my good friend Cole called the Urcast, where we just talk about Magic in the community and all that good stuff. But tonight I'm going to be playing Yuma, Proud Protector. It's just the OTJ precon. I figure let's play around with deserts. I live in Florida. It's the summer, so I really relate to a hot hellscape. So we're going to bring it to the table today.
All right, awesome. Well, those are the decks tonight. The rule to help us speed up the game is going to be Descent into Chaos. There is going to be a little caveat, though. Instead of losing twice X life, we will just lose X life. So if you don't know, this is a custom rule that I came up with. So it's kind of like Descent into Avernus, but you draw cards. At the beginning of your upkeep, place a chaos counter on Descent into Chaos, draw X cards, create X treasures, and then we will be losing X life. So that will happen during everyone's upkeep for yourself. So, like, for example, Dell goes first, so we'll put a counter on it. He'll create a treasure, draw a card, lose a life, and then you'll do the same on your turn, Jim. But it doesn't go up every player's turn, just one turn cycle. So... all right, Dell, you did win the die roll, so you get to lead us off. It's your upkeep, Descent into Chaos, a will trigger.
So I get one treasure,
draw a card.
draw one card, and lose a life.
Yes, sir.
And then I draw for turn. Let's do Opulent Palace. It's coming tapped. I'll pop the treasure for a soul ring, and that's all I got. That's turn.
Fantastic. All right, so I'm going to take my 1 damage from Descent there, and I'm going to get my 1 treasure over here. I immediately wish that I had grabbed the Science Precon and had that Academy Manufacturer that I slipped in there.
Yeah, that'd be...
that would make this go a lot faster. All right, I'll take my card for the turn. I'm gonna drop a forest for the turn along with a gilded goose. That's a 0/2 that's going to come in and give me a food token. So I got a treasure and a food, and that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. I will take my 1 life, draw my card, and create my treasure. And then I will draw for turn. Yes. First off, we'll go with the plains. And then I'm going to tap and sack for the treasure or an explore. So I can play an additional land and then draw a card. I'm going to play this here mountain, draw another card, and then I will pass for turn.
All right. I too will lose a life, draw a card, create a treasure, draw for turn. Okay. I am going to play a mountain for turn. I'm going to sack this treasure. Tap the mountain for is it signet? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards in hand. I will pass the turn.
So now I get 2 treasures,
Draw,
right? Draw 2 cards and take 2 life.
Yes, sir.
And draw for turn. Okay, I'm gonna be discarding a lot coming up, I think. Part about garbage is there's gonna be a lot of tapped lands coming in, and can't do much. What can I do? 3, and then I guess that works. I can't make enough red. Good lord, this is a weird. all right, I got it. So make a red and a white. Go back to no tokens, and then tap this for colorless. Use one of the colorless, leave one floating for the fawns, and then use a black and the other colorless for drudge skeletons. It's pretty cool. I got the misprint where they forgot to put the art.
Oh, okay, cool.
The swamp art. So it's like they forgot to put the skeletons on altogether.
Dang.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will have to discard, but I will. Oh, he has haste. I'll move to combat. Jim, do you have any flying? Does that goose have flying?
Oh. Yeah, my gilded goose over here is a 0/2 with flying.
All right. Corey, we'll come at you for 2.
Oh wow.
But I also have flying.
You do?
My hopes and dreams.
Dang.
Well, the fawn's going to step all over him.
Yeah,
I'm going
sounds
to get
about right.
20% cooler.
Okay.
And then that will be all I can do. Move to end step. I'm going to discard visions.
All right.
You're up, Jim.
All right, let's go ahead and untap, and then for the chaos, I'm taking 2.
Yes, sir.
Right, and creating 2 treasures. Where are my counters for treasures? And then drawing 2 extra cards, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, 1, 2, and then my draw for the turn. All right, this is getting that many cards that fast makes this a little bit harder to play with. That should be 3 total treasures there. And I'm actually going to sack all 3 treasures for green to play a tireless provisioner. I'm going to look around. I see a plains, Del, what is that land up there that you got?
It's a 1/1 skeleton with regeneration. I have no mana.
Oh. That looks like a land. All right.
Yeah, they used the wrong art.
Early precursor of the Dryads. I'll drop my exotic orchard, and that is going to give me a food from the landfall on the tireless provisioner. 1, 2, 3, and why not? And that's all I'm going to do now. That's the end of my turn.
All right. Well, I guess I'll kick things off by suffering 2 damage, falling into 4th place. Into treasure, drawing 2 bonus cards, and my card for turn. We're going to play a forest as my land. Then I'm going to tap for 3 for a Hazazon, Shaper of Sand. We can start making some little sand warriors.
Nice.
Make little sand castles.
Right.
Yeah.
But just really sharp ones.
Let's see. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to sack my 2 treasures to cycle this Desert of the Indomitable to draw a card. That is a desert going to the graveyard, so I will make 2 Sand Warriors here in a second. Living the dream.
Things are getting crazy over there.
Then I will go to my end step. I do have to discard a card. I'm going to discard this Abraded Bluffs, which is another desert. So then I will end up making a total of 4 Sand Warriors here.
Wow.
And then I'll pass turn.
Alright. Untap. I will lose 2. Draw 2. Create 2. And then draw for turn. Okay. Things are... It's like you don't need to worry about just an abundance of resources. Okay. So I'm gonna tap for a Thunderclap Drake. So instants and sorceries cost 2 less to cast, or 1 less to cast. I'm gonna sacrifice both of my treasures and tap this for a Forger's Foundry. Tap it for blue. And when I use it to cast an instant or sorcery with mana 3 or less, I exile it under this. I can pay mana. I can cast all the spells I want under it without paying their mana cost for 5 mana. I have 7 cards in hand. I do not need to discard. I'll pass the turn. Alrighty.
So
3.
3,
Oh yeah.
3. 1, 2, 3. And then for turn. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Let's do Crystal Quarry. Taps are colorless, and then I can pay 5 to make Wooburg. Man, draw all these extra cards in this deck is like, okay, now I'm getting some really weird options in my hand.
Yeah, it changes it to like it's like a problem of abundance. You have like too many options.
Right? Especially with this deck where it's all like weird stuff, silly stuff.
It's like, do I really want to cast a card that lets me draw if I'm gonna end up discarding it, you know?
It's funny you say that. 1 blue and 2. I'm gonna play Noggle Ransacker. When it comes into play, each player draws 2 cards and discards a card at random.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
So draw 2. I'm just gonna roll a d20 and count through my hand until I hit the number. I figure that's random enough.
3,
9,
5, 6,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
A Darker Waste getting discard from me.
Alright, I have 9 cards as well, so we'll just divide the result by 2. And 4, so we'll do the second card in. It is a Mizzix Mastery.
I'm discarding a forest. 6 card down.
I will.
I have 9 cards. I'm just gonna roll a d10. If I hit a 0, I'll reroll. This is a 2, so we're gonna go 1, 2. So second card down is a Requisition Raid.
Oof.
Get it out of here. Then I'll use a red and a colorless. Cast OKK. Can't attack unless a creature with greater power also attacks. Cannot block unless a creature with greater power also blocks. And he's a 4/4. I got nothing bigger than him. Just gonna chill there for a minute. And then I'm gonna play the most overpowered card in the deck.
Oh,
I say that facetiously, of course.
uh,
Stormcrow.
Stormcrow.
It's my favorite one because it has reminder text what flying does. A creature with flying can be intercepted only by other creatures with flying.
Okay.
It's like a new Blueburrow card that makes like Storm Crows on your instep.
Oh yeah, that white enchantment. That's pretty good. I like that one. And then I think John's the only one without flying currently, right?
I have a flyer.
Oh, you have a flyer?
Yes, I do.
I
Jim?
do not.
Jim, I'm gonna have it come at you for 2 then, Jim.
Coming at me for 2.
Yep.
You know what? I'll take the 2.
40% coolness. I'm getting cooler by the moment. That's not gonna help me, is it? So I'm gonna discard that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I will move to clean up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll discard a snow-covered forest. That'll be my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, I'm going to go ahead and use my Gilded Goose to make one more food token.
Okay.
And then where are we at? We're drawing 3
Yes, sir.
extras, using 3 more life.
Yeah. Actually, this actually works out really well for you with the food deck, the whole life gain. thing.
3. I'm getting some abundance out of this, yes. And then 3 treasure tokens here. All right. Let's see what these 4 new cards are I just drew. Okay, so with that, Del, with that crystal core you got there, that can produce every color.
If I pay 5 colors and tap it, yes, it produces all 5 colors. One
So
of
that
the
means-
5 colors.
That means the exotic orchards can now make every color, right?
Technically, I guess.
Yeah. That's
Right?
Perfect.
Yeah, that's good. That's pretty good.
I mean, I can
Alright.
already make everything except for red anyway, if that helps at all.
All right, I'm going to play a Necrobloom Snarl down there, and I'm going to reveal Forest from my hand so it comes in untapped. Since I've got my Tireless Provisioner out, that's going to give me... Let's do it with 1 treasure this time. With all of this handy stuff out, I'm going to go ahead and, tapping for white, bring in Sam, the Loyal Attendant. When Sam comes into play, no, wrong. My food abilities cost 1 less to activate, and at the beginning of combat on my turn, I get a food token. Then I will also go ahead and drop 2 treasure, 1 for white and 1 for black, and bring in Frodo. And who's got what to block with? I really can't make it out on my screen.
I've got a 3/3 and 4 1/1s.
A
I've got a-
3
I got a
3.
1-1, a 1-2, and a 2-1. I can't block with Hawk.
And I've got a 2-1 as well.
Ah, dang you guys with your 2 1s. My Tireless Provisioner is not free to just swing. All right. You know what? I'm just assembling like the whole crew over here right now. So I'm gonna sacrifice 2 treasures for a green and a white. I'll sack a treasure and tap the Gilded Goose for, let's say, red. And adding to the Hobbit party, I'm also going to bring in Mary, Warden of Isengard.
Taking the hobbits to Isengard.
I'm taking the Hobbits to Isengard, baby. All right, 1 at a time. I got 3. I'm 1 Hobbit short. So now I don't have anything I want to attack with, but I do want to move into my attack phase so that Sam gives me a food token. And thanks to Mary, whenever I get a artifact, I get a 1/1 white soldier with lifelink.
Is that just when
So-
an artifact enters the battlefield?
Yes, but let's see, under my control, and only once per turn.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to, after I finish setting up my generic, there we go, infinite token over here, I'll discard down to 7 and end my turn.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and untap. I will make my 3 treasure, lose my 3 life, and draw my 3 cards.
It's getting crazy.
And my 4th one per turn. Yeah, this is getting crazy. This-
Yeah, right.
Something tells me this is going to be beneficial. So I'm going to tap for 2 and a green, and I'm going to play a Turn Timber Sower. So whenever 1 or more land cards are put into my graveyard from anywhere, like discarding, I can make a 0/1 green plant token, and I can sacrifice creatures to return a land from the graveyard to my hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna sack 2 treasure, make an arcane signet come out. I can still play a land for turn, so I think I'm going to play this here plains. And then I will tap 1, 2, crack my last treasure for a green, for a brand new map excavator. So now I can play lands from my graveyard on multiple fronts. What you got for blockers over there, John?
Got a 2/1 Thunderclap Drake.
I'm swinging at you with 4 little 1/1s.
4 1/1s. I'll take 4.
Okay. And I will go to my end step. I do have to discard 1 card. My Perpetual Timepiece.
Okay. Untap. Keep 3 treasures, losing 3 life. Draw 2 cards. 3. I'll draw it for turn. Okay. I will play Command Tower as my land for turn. I'm gonna tap 2. 2 because it's reduced by 1. You got a Chaos War for your guy that makes a bunch of little guys there, Corey.
Okay.
And then this will get exiled under Forger's Foundry. Whiff. We need a whiff.
See what we got.
Alright. Ah, it's a land. Okay, that's fine, I guess.
Too bad.
Right? Okay. Then I'm going to tap 3 for I'll get a Midnight Clock out. And then I will sack all 3 treasures. I'll get Stellally. She'll come out.
Stella!
Right. And then I'm gonna just tap a blue. I'm gonna cast Ponder. 3. Yeah, I'll rearrange them this way. Okay, then I will go to my cleanup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gotta discard 2. I'll discard an island and a mountain and pass the turn. Oh no.
Boy.
And
4. And card for turn. Oh, shucks. Play Reflecting Pool as land for turn. Then I do have a card I don't want to play to make the game crazier.
oh jeez.
I'm just gonna do 1, 2. Let's do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just pop a treasure for now. Play Timeless Lotus, comes in tapped. Taps for Wooburg.
Okay.
And then 2 for one of my favorite new cards, Basking Capybara.
Nice. Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's this card 2 next turn. Do I want to cast anything else? I guess I should say. Yeah, I guess I could cast both of these. A 4. Or play Biovisionary. It's one if I have 4 or more of them on the battlefield at my upkeep, I win the game, but there's only 1 and no way to copy it.
All right. Yeah.
Then my favorite card, Whisper Squad. I can pay 1 in the black to search for another Whisper Squad. There are no other Whisper Squads in the deck.
Nice. Nice. All
Hey,
right.
it gives you an option to shuffle.
Yeah.
Move to combat because I need to get cooler. I poke Corey and Jim at least once each, right?
Yeah, but I have a flying blocker.
That's going to make it rough. So I'm going to hit Corey again for 2. Or at least try
hold on
to.
1 second. What is the toughness on your flying blocker, John?
It's 1.
Because it's your birthday and I'm feeling spiteful, I'm going to tap for 1 red, and I'm going to cast Unholy Heat, dealing 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So I'm going to hit your blocker for 2.
Okay, well, he already sent it at you, so whatever. Thanks.
I know, but, you know.
Thanks.
Just freeze him up for next turn and come at him.
Yeah, so you're destroying me for how much, Del?
Just 2.
There I go, plummeting to the depths with the 3 of you again.
I think I am done after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at me. I cast just enough not to discard again. That'll be my turn.
Okay, what are we up to on the counter? 5 here?
4.
4.
4. Okay, so I'm going to get my 4 treasures, lose my 4 life. That puts me at the bottom right now. and draw
I just skyrocketed up to first.
4 cards plus my. All right. Nope, I forgot to untap here. Sorry about that. Let's take care of that right away.
You're good. You're good.
That's important.
Yeah, it is. It's...
All right, I'm going to play a Rogue's Passage and get my free food. Oh boy, I swear I had something that made food give me a little bit more.
It reduces. You have something that reduces the cost to activate
Oh,
them.
I got some reduced the
And
cost.
then you've got
That's good.
Mary, who creates a soldier the first time an artifact enters the battlefield.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think that's the only thing right now. I think.
All right, I'm going to go ahead. Exotic Orchard, I'm tapping for white. So for 3, I'm going to play a field-tested frying pan.
Nice.
That's going to come into play and give me a food and a 1/1 white halfling token that attaches to it. I will sacrifice 2 treasure to move that onto the soldier that I had from last turn. I'll sack 1 more treasure to sack a food token to gain 2 life. No, 3 life. All of a sudden, I'm back in the lead. Haha!
Oh yeah.
It's popping off, guys. We have to team up now.
Yeah.
All downhill from here,
Pretty
bud.
much, man.
And since I gained 3 life, my little dude here is a 4/4. Del, you got anything with Death Touch over there?
I do not.
Okay, I'm going to swing at you for 4 right now.
Just 4?
Yeah, he's a little 4/4 soldier with lifelink.
I will block with Biovisionary.
All right. What's Biovisionary gonna do? What's the result of that combat?
My Biovisionary dies.
That's it.
It's a 2/3.
Yep.
Yeah.
He has
Okay,
2,
I'll
3.
gain the 4 life from my soldier, and I forgot to get my creature token. That's all right. Okay, I'll end my turn there.
All right. Going to untap, make 4 treasure. Take 4, not because anyone told me to, but because I'm choosing to.
Of course, right. That's the way
And
it's.
then I'm going to draw a grand
That's
total of
magic.
5 cards.
Yeah, buddy. 5 whole ass big ones, dude.
We're discarding good today, boys.
Aren't you guys glad I have the life lost rule, or else like
The game would be over by now, I think.
yeah.
5. I'll bring out a nesting dragon. It's a little 5/4 flyer with a landfall that lets me make a 0/2 dragon egg that you don't have to worry about ever. And then,
Yeah.
oh, look, there's a land.
Mhm.
So we'll make a little 0/2 dragon egg that, if it dies, becomes a 2/2 dragon with fire breathing. I think I'm going to sack 2 treasures. Going to 2 treasures. Or the Swiftfoot boots. And then I'll sack 1 more treasure to equip said boots onto the dragon. So now I've got a hasty 5/4 flyer.
Oh wow,
Mm-hmm.
that's a lot. He's your big.
He's a big boy. Let's see. What do I want to do from here? I think, John, I'm going to swing at you for 5 in the air.
Yeah, you killed my flyer, so I go down to 25.
Might as well have one glorious payoff from this game.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I'm going to do something real spicy, which is tap for 3,
Yeah.
bring out a chromatic lantern so that I don't have to discard anything. That's
Oh,
right. Read them and weep, boys.
Nice. All right, is that it for your turn, bud?
Yeah, that's it.
Untap.
For a split second there, I was like, how does Chromatic Lantern prevent you from discarding? Oh, so you have 7 cards in hand.
I'll lose
Gotcha.
4 life. I'll draw 4. 3.
You haven't
4.
met Chromatic
Draw for
Reliquary
2.
Tower?
All
I
right,
have
so
not.
Speaking of Reliquary Tower, I will play that as my land for turn.
Oh,
Yeah. Bound
Or
to
he's
get,
psychic over there.
bound to get there eventually. All right.
I'm going to start
so-
using channel points to burn John. Hang on. Let me get in
No,
chat.
I refuse. So okay, so that's 2, 3, 4. So 4 total. It's important. I'm gonna sack 4 treasures. So that'll be 2 red, 2 blue. And tap this for red and a blue for Niv Mizzet Perrin. Yes.
Ooh.
Seems like a flyer.
It is a flyer, and it also cares about drawing cards. It's not going to count for this.
Also, suddenly it seems like you rigged that rule up a little bit.
It's not. Like, I just said it's not going to count for this. Did you not hear me? Thought I was very clear. So, who has the most cards in hand right now?
I got 7.
7.
I got
7.
Everyone has 7, right?
I think we're all going to be stuck at pretty much 7.
I'm gonna tap.
We're not drawing anymore, huh?
I'm gonna tap 5 for
Play
Rousing
Nekuzar.
Refrain. I'm gonna get 7 red mana. That's the second spell I cast, and it is also an instant or sorcery, so I'll draw. I am going to deal 1 damage to. What's important things with 1 toughness currently?
I've got
4 1/1s.
I've got a halfling and a 1/1 soldier with lifelink.
I got a skeleton can regenerate, but I don't have mana to do it right now.
Alright. I'll just get rid of the lifelinking soldier that's on that has
no,
the
he
flag
died.
ban. Yeah, I'm not gonna be.
Oh no!
So I have 7 red mana. Use 5 of it for Volcanic Torrent. So it has Cascade. So if I copy it, do I copy the Cascade as well? Do you know?
Casting the copy?
Yes. So when you copy target instant or sorcery, and then I could choose new targets for the copy. No, so I guess not.
Right. I think Cascade, you have to cast it.
All right. So I will copy it though. So, but I will resolve. So I got Electrostatic Field will come in. So then so this comes in. It's after I cast it, so it doesn't see these, right? I'm guessing. But that would be so the copy will resolve. I will have cast 4 spells this turn. So I get to deal 4 damage to each creature and planeswalker your opponent's control. So I'll get to do that twice. So I'll do 8 damage to everything you guys control.
Wow, rude.
And then I'll get
In
to
response,
draw off that as well. Go ahead.
nothing major. I'm gonna produce 1 green mana and sack 3 of these Sand Warriors to my Sower just to get a land from my graveyard back to the hand. Because they're gonna go away anyways.
I'm also going to go ahead and sack this last treasure and use the golden goose to make, or gilded goose to make 1 more food token before everything dies.
Okay, so that has happened. I have a damage I could deal. I'll just ping something that was dying anyways, so I don't have to worry about dealing 1 to someone's face. I have 2 red
Now,
mana.
not that it matters, I guess, for the 1 damage, but I do have 1 creature coming back. Because my egg, when it dies,
Oh, yes.
comes back as a dragon.
Yeah. I will use the remaining 2 mana for a Bloodthirsty Adversary. It's just got haste, and it's a 2/2. Then exile up to that many. I don't have any +1/+1 counters put on it, so I'm not going to get the extra effect. I will pass the turn there.
Okay, we're going to bump up to 5. Get 5 treasures. Take 5 life. Draw 5 cards and 1 per turn. So 6. Okay. Sure. So I use my Timeless Lotus to cast Commander again.
Nice. Sorry I
then-
couldn't reset the coolness, guys.
It happens sometimes, you know?
People are just too cool. You can't do much about it.
Hey, you know?
Right.
We'll do 1 red. I'll take a treasure for a red. Play everyone's favorite planeswalker, Tibble. Comes with 2.
Oh, jeez.
This deck is full of garbage.
Right.
Somebody got me the white bordered one too, so it makes it even more special.
Mm.
So I get to draw a card and discard a card at random. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cards in hand.
Oh.
I have a 12-sided dice. That is 1 short. I'll just roll a 30 side and I'll just count. 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, discarding Archangel's Light.
Oh.
I could have gained 2 life for each card in my graveyard and then shuffle my graveyard into my library.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that kind of hurt.
That's a lot of life, dude.
Especially now.
Right.
Do I have a good land to play for turn? I do not. We'll play a Cave of Koilos. Turn.
That's not a bad land.
Yeah, it's not bad. It hurts me though if I want to make color though.
True.
But why it's in the deck.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this game to go on this long. I thought it was gonna be much shorter, guys.
We've been all doing like some interesting stuff, but nothing that's really overpowered yet, you know?
Game ending.
You're right.
Right?
Where
Then we got a reset there last turn.
just for you guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So 2. Colorless doesn't matter. Tap this for 5 color. We play Maelstrom Archangel. Swooberg and flying. When it deals combat damage to player, it may cast a spell from my hand without paying its mana cost. Move to combat. Since Jim over there is the highest life total, I'm just going to come at him for 2. They get 20% cooler.
And yep, I'll take the 2.
And that will be my turn, I think. Discard 3 cards. I choose you.
Where are we at here? 5 now.
Yep.
Yes, 5.
Down 5. 3, 4, 5. And then my card for the turn. And 5 treasure tokens. Alright, 5 new cards for the turn. Adds a whole lot of extra stuff to do here.
It does.
Alright, let's see. We'll, that bad boy for black. Sack 1 treasure token for black. And I'm going to play Sanguine Bond. So whenever I gain life, target opponent loses that much life.
Feels pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that's solid in this one.
For sure.
And I've got 4 mana left. I'll drop a land here. John, you've got 4 creatures in play, and Del, you've got just the 1, and also Tybalt there? Or no, you've got 2.
Yeah, Fawns and the Archangel. The Archangel's a 5/5 flyer.
Okay, I'll 9 cards left in my hand. No, 11 cards left in my hand.
Oh, shoot.
So I will sack a treasure and tap that to play Dawn of Hope. That lets me pay 2 to draw a card whenever I gain life. And finally, I'm going to sack 2 more treasure tokens to Farseek to look for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain. Put it in play. I'm gonna start searching for that and end my turn.
Yeah, so that'll make me draw a card. And I'm just going to deal the damage to Tybalt. Like,
Oh,
yeah.
so rude.
It's a little love tap.
Tap. Make 5 treasure. Take 5 life. And draw a total of 6 cards.
Have you guys seen the new art for Farseek?
Yes.
Oh,
and
really
it's
cute
amazing.
little mouth one.
The little bunny looking out the window.
Oh yeah, it was a bunny.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's so cute.
I am
I'm
restricting
going
that.
to play a plains. Let's sack all 5 treasures
Nice.
and tap 1 planes. To play an to play an Angel of Indemnity. So it's flying lifelink. And then when it enters the battlefield, I can return a permanent with mana value 4 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. I'll play my Excavator again, so I can start playing lands from the graveyard, because I feel like I'm about to discard a bunch of the graveyard.
Nice.
I'm going to tap for 1 to put the Swiftfoot Boots onto the Angel.
Mm-hmm.
What do we all have for flyers? I know you got Niv Mizzet.
That's right.
Else got the Archangel.
Yeah. I think.
I got nothing.
Yeah, Jim.
Nothing. How big is the Archangel, Fidel?
It's 5/5.
5/5.
A 5/5. Well, I think I'm gonna need some lifelink to get back in this game, so we're sending Angel at Jim
For 5?
for 5 with lifelink flying. I'm also gonna send the dragon at you as well, Jim.
Oh, how big's the dragon?
The dragon is currently at 2, but I can spend mana to fire breathe it. With my
Okay,
chromatic
well.
lantern, technically all of this is red mana.
Right. Okay, well, I'm taking however much you're throwing at me, because I've got no blockers.
Let's see. I don't necessarily have anything to play on my second main phase, so I think I'm just gonna dump into it.
You don't want to get your
That's
commander
gonna
out?
be- I'm good right now.
Okay, alright, damn.
5, 6, 7.
Oh,
There's gonna be a 9 from the dragon.
Sheesh, bud.
Total of 14 with Angel.
So he's basically dead.
No, he can
Wait.
gain life. He's got
Wait. How's the Angel 14? That was 4 a minute ago.
No, combined. It's a 5/5, and then this is it will be a 9/2 basically.
Okay, I was happy with the 2. I'm not happy with the 9, so I'm actually going to go ahead and sack my last treasure
Do
to
Spell.
have to
Spell.
exile that.
it.
Good enough.
There. Okay.
I'll go ahead and give myself back those 2 life that I had pre-knocked off my thing. You get to search for a basic land and put it into play tapped.
Yep, and then you'll still have the 5/5 coming at you.
Yep, I already took that one.
Okay. And then I'll gain 5 from the life link, and I'll search for the basic here and pass turn.
I will untap.
And of course, I'll discard a small mountain here in a second.
I've got to lose 5. Draw 5. 5. And I will draw for turn. The draw for turn, I will just deal a damage to your Archangel Del. So
Okay.
he's got
Just
damage.
one?
Yeah, just one. Because I'm not
Okay.
going to count the other. I'll play.
Like outside a game drawing up.
Yeah, so I'm not going to count that. I will play an island as a land for turn. So I have 3 instants or sorceries with different mana value. I have a 4-drop, a 1-drop, and a couple 5-drops. So this, I'm going to use 4 treasures for Eris, Roar of the Storm. So this spell costs 2 less to cast for each different mana value among its sorceries in my graveyard. It's got flying and prowess. Whenever I cast my second spell each turn, I create a 4/4 dragon with flying and prowess. So I am going to use 2 more treasures for a Think Twice. That is my second spell, so I have a couple triggers here. Each of you guys will lose a life. I can exile the top of my library, and I can play that until the end of my next turn. And then I create a 4/4 elemental dragon with prowess. And this guy will get buffed because it's a non-creature, and then I will draw for Niv Mizzet and draw for the spell. So that is 2 more damage, and I'm going to deal it to the Archangel.
Dick.
Let's see.
And then just for clarity's sake, I'm discarding 5 land cards. You get down to 7.
Okay. I am going to out of treasure. This is a 8. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. That's 8. For a gutter snipe. And then I am going to tap 1 for a Serum Visions. So I am going to deal a damage to each of you guys. Deal 2 damage to each of you, so you guys will take 3 from this. Don't create any more dragons. I will draw a card. I'll deal the 4th damage to the Archangel. And this will resolve. I'll draw a card and scry 2. I'll finally kill the Archangel. I'll scry.
Wow, rude.
Just leave those on top.
Wowee.
I know I'm a bad human. That's okay.
It's okay. I'll forgive you because it's your birthday.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
But if you do it again,
Oh, I know, man. I'm in for it, right?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. So I have 4 mana. So I am going to exile some cards from my graveyard. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm gonna tap this for blue. I cast Treasure Cruise, and I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna deal 3 more damage to each of you. Niv-Mizzet will trigger. I'll deal 1 damage to Tybalt.
What are you flicking on me?
Yeah, and then I will draw 3 cards twice. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How big's the toughness on your other creature, Corey?
3.
I will deal 3 damage to it to kill it. I will kill. How big is your commander, Del?
2/2.
I'll deal
You jerk.
2 damage to it and 1 damage to Tybalt.
Not cool. Not cool, John.
I know.
Oh.
I said I was gonna be bad. I meant it.
Come on, man.
That leaves me 3 mana. Alright. But I'm about to be screwed here.
Good.
Yeah. Right? Jeez, okay. I'm about to have to shuffle all my hand away. Got a big hand, guys. I'm just gonna tap this for blue. I'm gonna cast an Opt. So I'll deal another 3 damage to you guys. To scry 1. I'll just draw that card. Then I'll draw a card for. I'll draw that card. I'll just draw again. Doesn't matter for Niv-Mizzet. That's 2 more damage. Corey, you got the highest life total. I'll hit you for 2.
I mean, barely.
Yeah.
Now you have the highest life total.
Yes, I do have the highest life total. And I have a terrifying board. I am the threat. I don't know how big this is or this is, but they have summoning sickness, so it doesn't matter. I have Niv-Mizzet. I could swing. I think I'm going to just keep a blocker. I'm just going to pass.
Okay, roll up. 6. Six treasures. Take 6 life. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh boy.
I think this is the most I've ever done in an Is It like spell slingy type deck. It feels good.
I love
Feels good.
Let's see. Play Yamamoto Coast turn. And it costs 2, 4, 7. Gonna do that. Cast my commander.
Nice. Nice.
And
Super cool.
Super.
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'll play Possibility Storm.
Wait, what does that do?
Oh no.
When you cast a spell from your hand, you exile it instead. Then you exile cards from top of your library until you exile a card that shares a type with it. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. And then all the cards you exile get put on the bottom of your library in a random order.
That's for everyone.
Yeah, that sounds a little too crazy. I'm gonna Arcane Denial that.
So first of all, you're being so rude right now.
I know. I'll draw off Niv Mizzet, and I will actually put it under this. And that means I get to deal a damage to Corey.
Oh.
And we get to draw some cards. That's good. Because that's what we needed was more card draw.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Del?
Yeah, but
You get 2. 2 whole
I get to draw
cards.
2 cards.
Yeah, at Jim's upkeep.
Oh.
At Jim's
Oh,
upkeep.
not now.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, for Arcane Denial. So I mean, really.
All I heard was you countered the best spell in the game, and I'm just upset.
I'm sorry, but I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, your empty words mean nothing to me, John.
Okay, good. That's-
I got nothing else really good. Let's tap for 5. Play Bubbling Beebles.
Bubbling Beebles.
What does that do?
It is unblockable as long as defending player controls an enchantment.
Oh,
It's a 3/3.
okay, cool.
Oh, I have an enchantment.
But it's also summoning 6, so I can't do
They are pretty
do
cute.
shit.
They're cute.
Right? Also
I
got
hadn't
Bubbling
realized that
Beebles
they'd ever
and
print
Beebles
Beebles
in
in
my
an
hand.
actual Black Border set.
It does same thing with artifacts.
Nice.
Play everyone's favorite Sarah Angel. It doesn't have vigilance, it has attacking doesn't cause it to tap.
I mean,
It's vigilant.
that's cool, man.
And that's all I got. Now it'll be my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's get rid of you.
What are we counting here?
Discarding for end of turn.
Oh. Okay, so we're moving on to my turn now?
6, 7. Yep. Start those 3. Then I draw 2 cards at the beginning of his upkeep.
Yes, sir. And I will draw 1. And Niv Mizzet, I'll just deal it to Jim's life total. Right now.
Oh, what a jerk.
I know. Well, Dell's gonna lose unless he can gain life at his upkeep.
Yeah. All my life gains in my
Alright.
graveyard.
And then what's our chaos counter at? We at 6?
Yes, sir.
6.
6 treasures. Six damage. And 6 cards plus my draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the draw. Alright. First thing I'm going to do here is drop a access tunnel. And then, like you said, I'm going to die my next turn. I think Del might too.
Oh, I know I am.
I'm going to sack a treasure for white. Tap the orchard for white. No, I'm not tapping the orchard for white. I'm tapping Canopy Vista for white. 1, 2, 3 more mana. 5 total. So I'm going to go ahead and fumigate this place. That's going to destroy all creatures, and I get 1 life for each creature destroyed this way.
Right.
So
That'll be
that-
one for me.
I will draw and I
Which
will
means-
deal a damage to you, Jim. For drawing a card off you casting in sorcery.
Okay.
Then yeah, I've got no responses. I guess I should have held that arcane denial.
All right. If there's no response, I think there's 12 creatures in play right now.
2, 3, 4,
You got
5, 6,
3 for
7.
me.
I have 7.
Yeah. One for me.
Because this is not
And-
out. This is exiled, so.
Oh, okay. I miscounted then. So that's 11. And with Sanguine Bond out here, since I gain 11 life, I can do 11 damage to one opponent. So, John, that's going to go to you.
Sure. I'll go 5.
I'll play a Prosperous Innkeeper. She's going to come into play and give me 1 treasure token. And then I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. Take
Well-
6 treasure.
Corey, this is your chance, dude.
We'll see. We'll see how it happens. I could draw a bunch of stuff off the top of my library, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna draw 7 cards, so 6 in the regular draw. Biggest creature, Jim.
My biggest creature,
Toughness-wise. Sorry.
my Prosperous Innkeeper, which is a 1/1.
Okay.
He's a little guy.
Alright, so for 3, reduced by 5 because the sheer quantity of land I have in this. I'm gonna bring Yuma out. Yuma enters the battlefield. I can sack a land to draw a card. I am going to do that. We're just gonna sack this forest. Draw a card.
Why didn't you sack one of your tapped lands, but
Oh yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. You don't, guys, don't mind. Swap that.
Nope.
Okay.
Call him a judge. Wake up.
4. So remember, all my lands are every color because of the chromatic lantern still.
right.
So I'm going to cast a Cataclysmic Prospecting. X equals 2, so it's going to do 2 damage to each creature. The other line text doesn't matter because I didn't use any mana from deserts. So anything, all creatures take 2 damage.
There goes my poor Prosperous Innkeeper. Not so prosperous
Yep.
now.
I'm going to use all 6 of my treasure. Cast a Marshal's Anthem, kicked once. So it's going to have all my creatures get +1/+1, and then I can return to the battlefield X creatures equal to the amount it was multi-kick from my graveyard to the battlefield. So I kicked it once to bring back out my Angel of Indemnity. That's my little 5/5 lifelink flyer. Enters the battlefield so I can take something with mana value 4 and bring it into the
Ooh.
battlefield.
Oh, it's getting spicy over here, Corey.
I am going to take my Turn Timber Sower, which is the one that makes like 0/1 plants when lands go to my graveyard. So first thing I'm going to do is tap for 1 red to cast a Magmatic Insight. So as an additional cost, I have to discard a land. I'm going to discard the Scavenger Grounds to draw 2 cards. That is a desert going to my graveyard. So it's going to trigger Yuma, which will get me a 4/2 Reaching Plant Warrior. And it's also going to get me a 0/1 plant from the Sower.
Ooh-wee.
Then I am going to tap 1 to equip the Swiftfoot Boots onto my Angel. Go into combat, Jim. I'm going to swing at you for 5 in the air. I'm sorry, 6, because it gets a +1/+1 from my Anthem. 6 in the air with lifelink.
Okay, I'm going to take the 6 from that.
Okay, I'm going
Hey, John, how much of an asshole do you want me to be right now?
You know, I was gonna be an asshole on my upkeep, so go for it, dude. As long as it doesn't kill me. Because if it kills me, I can't be the asshole, so.
What a fog.
No, that's not what I. That's not what I meant.
You monster. You sick monster.
That's not what I meant at all.
I'm the devil.
All right. Well, that's gonna make what I was gonna do completely irrelevant.
I thought you said that deck had nothing good in it.
It's not good.
People sleep on Fog hardcore.
Oh man, I still got to get. You guys remember? Some of you might remember my Roxanne Hyperfog deck. You guys killed my Anzrag right off the bat.
Yeah.
I just love playing Fog late game. I'm sorry, Corey. That was funny.
Well,
I've disowned you as a person. I'm not acknowledging that comment.
Feelings. I'm sorry. I love you.
Why is it raining inside my house?
Oh God, the roof's leaking.
all right. Well, can you do anything to gain life there, Corey?
Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, you only have 1 mana open.
I have. You don't know what I have open. Don't you worry.
You have an untapped arcane signet. That is.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pass.
All right. So I was gonna do a whole untap. Upkeep, I have a bunch of triggers, but in response to those triggers, I was going to tap 5 mana to Chaos Warp the Sanguine Bond to give you a chance. But that doesn't matter anymore. So,
Actually, in response to that, I'm going to go ahead and you're at 5. I'm going to sack 4 of my treasures to sack 2 of my food.
well, like I said, I was going to do that, but I'm not because it doesn't matter. I'm dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know.
Shazam.
Yeah. Because
in
that
response to
way,
all of
that was the
John,
only
I
way
still
Corey
gotta-
had a chance he could win, was if he.
Still got to discard my 6 lands for turn and make a bunch of counters or tokens.
So I am dead. Good game.
Good game. Happy birthday.
And you pass turn. I am dead. Good game.
Right.
Oh yeah, we go to
Pass
7.
turn and I lose 7 life.
It's on there.
Untap everything there. And in the upkeep, I'm just going to go ahead and sack all of those food tokens to knock out Corey.
Well, there you
In
go.
response, I fog.
That's not
No
how
combat
that
damage.
works. But
In response to Fairy's Protection. For 1 mana.
all right.
What did you do? Did you color out the 2 on there just to make it 1 white?
All
Wait, hold on,
right.
that card's
Well,
expensive. Whoa.
that is gonna be it for tonight's game. I want to thank all of my lovely guests for joining me tonight. This was a lot of fun. We had some shenanigans. They were had for sure. Delicious, Del, your deck really was garbage. So that's good to see. You know, I've had people lie about that before, but let's start with Corey. Go ahead and shill your shit that you have to shill. Put any links you want in the chat and sign off, bud.
Sure. First off, obviously thank you for having me on and happy birthday and all that good stuff. Yeah. So I'm Corey. You guys can find me online at Sleevecard, or you can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Every Friday I host a podcast called The Urcast. But feel free to reach out, follow all these other people as well, and have a good night.
All right. Next up, we have our Victor. We have Jim.
Thank you for having me. Happy birthday. I am glad that I was able to grab a deck and jump in on this today. My name is Jim. You guys can find me on Twitter as Professor Hala. You can also find me through all those links over on my link tree. I'm currently doing a bunch of Star Wars guides, of all things, for the new Star Wars Unlimited trading card game.
Awesome. Well, yep. If you have, links you want to throw to chat, feel free to throw those in there. Last but definitely not least, we have Del.
Hey guys, I am Del, aka the Delicious God. If I can pull a chaotic thing off, I will do that. Sorry, Corey. You can find me at YouTube and Twitter at Delicious God. I do deck techs, I do pack openings, I do shit posts. I like to have fun, and like John said, when I say what my deck does, I don't lie. It's garbage. It's gonna be fun garbage. Oops. But that's one of my favorite ways to build is just find a weird gimmick and just stick to it. Build for the fun rather than trying to win. I think the best card in there, I think you guys saw, was I think that Maelstrom Angel or Archangel. That's a pretty good card if I get the keep. You don't kill it.
Yeah,
But,
that's pretty good. Pretty good.
I think if I would have been able to connect, I would have played that Possibility Storm anyway. So
Right.
check that out in the future, and I'll pass it along to John, the birthday boy. Happy birthday, buddy!
As always, I'm John from Chaotic Commander. That's going to be it for me. Tonight, we are going to go show some love to Carlo. I know he's trying to get partner, and he's been unjustly turned down like 4 times. So let's go raid him, show him some love. Thank you guys for playing with me. This was a lot of fun. It was a great birthday stream. But have a good night. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys around.